Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I've been doing a little work offline, as you can see. Now that the robot research is finished, I decided to just take some time to set up the production of engines, electric engines, and robot frames. So I've actually got a little bit of overkill on the engines, to be honest, because engines produce every 10 seconds and robot frames take 20 seconds. So I don't really need one-to-one. Actually, what I could do is I could double the number of robot frames that I'm making. But I don't know if I have enough space for that. Let's see. Could I do that? No, I couldn't really do that. Unless I change the layout. I think I'll leave it. I've got 10 machines making robot frames. I think that'll be enough. Before we get into that, though, just real quickly, I've installed a mod called Teleporters. This is a mod that was written by Clonin, who is one of the developers of Factorio. And this allows you to build teleporters and place them around your base, and then you can step inside one and zap yourself from one side of the base to the other. Since the base is getting bigger and bigger, and because I'm a terrible driver, I thought that this might be a good idea. I've never used a mod before, so I'm kind of interested to see how it works, but I've got this queued up in the research. After that, I'm going to do Advanced Electronics 2, which will give us blue circuits, and that is a prerequisite to make power armor, exoskeletons, and all the goodies that we would normally want to have as we build out our late game armor stuff. So we'll start researching that. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, let's do the teleporters first, and then I'll do research speed. And then I will do electronics and armor. I'll just start with power armor. Oh, exoskeletons, that's a cheap research. Yeah, we might as well do that. Okay, we'll do it like that. All right, so for the robot frame build, it's pretty simple. I've got 10 factories making engines. They need 2 pipes and 1 gear per cycle, so I've got 2 machines making pipes, 1 making gears, and then I bring in iron plate. These are then passed over to these machines, which are making the electric engines. Those require lubricant, which I'm bringing in here. And they also require green circuits as well as the engines, which is why I have green circuits on the other side of this belt. And then those are going on to this belt here, which is paired up with steel plates. And then I also need batteries and electronic components to make the robot frames. So the electronic components I bring in with the drones, and the batteries I'm making here. Okay, and batteries are just acid and copper and iron plates. So this didn't take too long to set up, and it was a fairly simple build, which is why I thought it would be okay if I built it offline. Hope you guys don't mind. And then the robot frames come up this third belt here. And then I can have one machine making logistics bots and one machine making construction bots. The only difference is the color of the circuit that goes along with the robot frame for those two. Okay, and then I've crafted by hand a few roboports. The roboports take red circuits. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's vehicle roboport. Here we go. Red circuits, iron gears, and steel beams. So I crafted a few of those to get started. And so I want to start to put those around the perimeter of the wall. So we'll add them to the wall blueprint. And then we can use that blueprint to get roboport coverage around the perimeter so that we can repair the wall as necessary with construction bots. And then we can use the same robot network to take care of the filters for our air purifiers. Okay, so I'm going to need both logistics and construction bots. So what I'll do is I will put my first roboport right there. And we'll start putting those in. Actually, before I put construction bots in, I'm going to steal some for myself. I took one of my shield generators out, and I took my night vision goggles out so that I could put in a personal roboport and a battery. The personal roboport allows me to control 20 bots. And I'm trying to remember, I think in vanilla, I want to say that in vanilla the first level of roboport only can handle 10 bots. I could be wrong about that, but that's my feeling. So anyway, I'll just collect 20 bots. There's 12, 15, 17, 19, 20. There we go. Okay. And then I'm gonna implement some controls on this. Okay, so I'm gonna tell this roboport to read robot statistics. And what I would like to do is look at total logistic bots and total construction bots. So to begin with, I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to the numbers. Y and T. Or here, let's do this. Total logistic bots. We can change the characters. And total construction bots. That makes it a little bit easier to remember, doesn't it? Okay. So we'll add logistic bots until we have, let's go with 500. And I think construction bots, I don't think we'll need quite so many. Let's go with 250 construction bots. Okay, now they won't be able to finish the job because the roboport only holds 3 stacks. That is also a difference from vanilla, I think. We'll also need to make repair packs. And we'll need to make some provider chests. Okay. So let me get some steel plate, because I'm going to need to make a lot of provider chests. I'm going to start to replace a lot of these with passive providers. I've got some green circuits over here that I can take for myself. Okay, and I'll just craft as many as I can. And I'll steal some more steel plates. Okay, and that way I can start to put provider chests over here so that I can set up my personal logistics, which I will do later. Yeah, so repair packs. Stone, interesting. Stone, iron, and copper. Do I have stone, iron, and copper all in one place anywhere? No, but I suppose it wouldn't be too hard to get it over here. Okay, so we'll do repair packs here. Yeah, the range on these roboports is not terribly impressive. Actually, I think the wall to our right is, man, yeah, the range on these roboports is actually pretty awful. So I think there is an upgrade at some point. We'll put those there for now. That should at least cover this whole area. And I can see that it's using my drones. So if I disable my drones, what happens if I try to do this? Huh. Why are the bots not working? Personal roboport is turned on, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. I was out of range. That explains it. All right, so now that I have them both on, what happens if I try to build both? Oh. All right, so it looks like the bots and the drones might interfere with one another. I think I'll turn off the drones. I'll turn off the drones for now, but I'm going to keep them because there might be some situations where the drones are actually faster. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, let's get some stone brought over here. I'm going to put it right here. And I think a single drone should be enough. There. this up to the logistic network, and we'll run it until we have at least 100 repair packs in the system. There, and we'll give it 1 to start with. Okay, so I'm going to need to make a lot more roboports. Steel beams, iron gears, and advanced circuits. I can make steel beams over here. I have iron gears over here. And I have advanced circuits right here. Nice. What's the crafting time on this? 5 seconds. Okay. Alright, so we'll have this go until we've got, let's say, 50 roboports. That should give me plenty to build with. Okay. So let's put down our wall blueprint. Let's see. I need an area with no road. All right, here I'll just pick up the road over here so I can make this happen. And I'm gonna need some storage chests. Okay. Now the other thing I noticed, hey, all right, got another achievement. Cool. The other thing I noticed is that the construction area, and I think this is due to the Krastorio mod, is 110 by 110 tiles. I think in vanilla it's 100 by 100, so I think we have a slightly larger construction area than we do in vanilla. Okay, so let's put down our wall. And we'll go ahead and clear out any trees in the way. And I actually don't really care if this builds or not. I just want to get roboports placed. Okay, so I think we're going to need... See, now one roboport is not enough. At least I don't think so. Like if I put one roboport here, it's not going to be Yeah, it's not going to tile. So I need 2 roboports on each segment. But then I'm going to have a significant amount of overlap. Okay, well, so be it. We'll have a significant amount of overlap. All right, so we'll call this wall with roboports. I think I can make laser turrets now too, as a matter of fact. Maybe I should do this all at once. Quartz, steel, batteries, green circuits. Okay. Let me add another machine making batteries. So we have a little more production capacity. And let's set up a machine or 2 to make laser turrets. What else do I need? Steel plate, battery, green circuits. Okay. So here's green circuits. Here is steel plate. "30 seconds crafting time." Wow. I think I'm going to want more of these. Quartz and batteries. Okay, there's the quartz. And you may recall that we did plan for this in advance. So we have quartz over here where we're making the silicon. Let's see, how can I best do this? Let's use the network. And we'll make 200 of those. And here comes the quartz. Okay, so once we get a few of these made, we'll add laser turrets to this as well. Which I think we decided we're going to go in front of the flame turrets. I think that was the plan. And that way, as we start pasting roboports everywhere, we can add laser turrets as well. And do it all at the same time. Okay, and I should be able to make my teleporters now. Yeah. Let me craft a couple just so we can see how they work. Okay. There's my first 4 laser turrets. Yeah, let me get some flamethrowers so I can see how much space they're going to take up. Yeah, you know what? I think the drones I think the drones are going to be better for me right now. Okay, yeah, I really don't need to build that. Okay, I'm coming over here to grab some flame turrets so that I can see how much space they take up. Okay. Alright, so the laser turrets would have to go right there. And I think what we'll do is I'll just put a laser turret anywhere that there is a gun turret. That seems logical, right? Like so. And those will all get power. Okay, so now this is our new wall. And we'll add some, whoops, I keep selecting the wrong icon. So now we got roboports. And we've got gun turrets, and we've got laser turrets. Let's create a blueprint book. We'll call this Krastorio 2. And I'll start, actually let's put that one there, put that one there, put that one there, and I'll put that one there. Okay, that way I can just have a book there instead of all these different blueprints. Save some space. Okay, so now we can pick this up. And we'll upgrade our corner blueprint as well. Oh, I think we need to put a RoboPort here as well. There. And we'll add that to the blueprint book right there. Okay. Then we'll replace our road. Okay. Now I'll gather up all the turrets I've got. Apparently this is going to take a long time. And we can start. So let's say we've got robotics essentially complete. All right, and then I'm going to link the wall. I'm going to just make the entire base covered by a single robot network. I'm not going to bother making isolated networks like I often do, like for very large bases. All right. What research do we do next? Laser turret shooting speed, I think would be good. I don't know what I really need here right now. Let's do more lab research speed. Let's do research servers, because I think I'm going to need that for the next level of research. Let's do bioprocessing. And let's do uranium processing. And then we'll do more laser turret upgrades. Okay, yeah, so already my bots are reaching over here for repairs, which is quite nice. All right, so now we get our new wall blueprint. We plop it down, and it'll put down laser turrets and roboports. This is a special case here in the middle. I'll address that separately. Okay. There. And then the rest of this I can really just do from map view. And then as the wall gets built, the roboport range will extend and it'll gradually just start building itself, which is why I want the whole thing to be connected. All right, so down here, this is going to need to be done somewhat manually. And then we can do the corner. Okay. And I'll stop there for now. I'll let all that finish. Right, so the bots will come up here, and then, you know, every time the bot network puts down another roboport, it'll extend the construction range a little bit more, and then the bots will go and build the next section. So they can the bots will just work on this over time. Right, so you can see that these little icons showing unbuilt stuff will gradually start to move down the wall until it all gets built up, and down that way as well. So another thing we can do at this point is we can show the bots on the map. Show logistic robots on map. It'll also show construction robots. Okay, and then you can see the bots moving around as they place things. Okay. Now, since we're adding laser turrets, well, we get attacks with lasers where the laser turrets activate. Laser turrets use large amounts of electricity very quickly. And I don't want them to draw power away from the rest of the base, nor do I want them to run short on power. So the other thing that I would like to do is to build a bank of accumulators so that I can store energy to feed the laser turrets when we get those spikes in demand. Okay, so each of these accumulators uses or can hold 40 megajoules. 40 megajoules translates to, well, 1 watt is 1 joule per second. Okay, so 40 megajoules can supply 40 megawatts for 1 second, or 4 megawatts for 10 seconds, or 400 kilowatts for 100 seconds. You get the idea. That is 4 times greater than vanilla, I believe, and that is because of the Clockwork mod. The Clockwork mod extends the day and night cycles over vanilla so that day and night last longer. But because of that, they increased the accumulator capacity so that you could use a vanilla solar array and it would be able to store enough energy to last through the longer nighttime. So with that mod active, your accumulators can store 4 times as much energy. And since your daytime lasts 4 times as long, you have 4 times as much time to charge the accumulators, which is why the solar panels have not increased capacity. Hope that makes sense. You don't need more solar panel capacity, you just need more accumulator capacity. Because the solar panels will have 4 times longer to charge the accumulators. So let's start building, let's say, 100 of these things. They only take batteries and plates. So if I take that, I can make 27 to begin with. Okay, and I do have plates over here. All right, so let's make some accumulators. And I should probably try to crank out some more batteries. I didn't really leave myself enough room to do that because I was only thinking about the robots initially. Speaking of which, how many bots do I have? Oh, okay. So I've got my 150 logistics. I have 150 logistics bots and no more because they haven't moved from here. It looks like I have 54 total construction bots and no more because they can't insert. Okay, so let's do this a little differently. Tell you what, I'm just going to take these logistics bots out of there so I can get more construction bots in the system. And I will stick them into this RoboPort. This way we'll be able to get more roboports injected. Okay, accumulators. So we can get iron from here, we can get batteries from there, and that's all we need. And we'll just go until we've got 100. And then if I want to increase my bank later, I can do so. All right. Let's try out this teleporter thing. So I'm going to put one here. And I think you can rename it. There we go. Let's call this the mall. And then I'll put the second one that I've got here over by the power plant. That way we can just kind of test how it works while we're doing this. I am planning to tear down the steam power. I don't think we really need it anymore. And in fact, I could put my accumulator bank down here. I think that would be a good idea. Let's go ahead and disassemble this. Alright, so from this point forward, if we need more power, it's not going to be from steam. Okay, and I'll put a supply depot. So that we can empty out the coke and use it for other things. Okay, and crud. I've got a lot of coal in here that's not accessible. Okay, I can do the same thing here with the coal. And I'll just take those drones out. We'll stop mining the coal here, because I've already got a lot of miners over here, and I'm not using that much coal. I think I'm only using coal to make coke at this point. And that's got 0 drones as well. Okay. Yeah, so we'll build our accumulator array down here. So let's see if we can come up with a nice arrangement. Actually, I can make substations now, especially if I had red circuits. Yeah. All right, let's put down, where should we put it? Right here? Okay, and we're going to call this one power plant. So now we can go to the mall. That is cool. Alright, let's grab some red circuits. And we can make some substations. And I might as well grab more accumulators while I'm here. I love it. That is super cool. Okay. Oops. There we go. Oops. Excellent. Okay, so that gives us, just that gives us 1.8 gigajoules of power. That'll gradually work its way up. So let's finish tiling this. Like so. Let's copy that. Yep. Yeah, this is going to give us a ton of stored energy. Okay. I think that should last us for the rest of the game, quite honestly. Alright, I'll drive back now since, how are we doing on our wall? Okay, looks like the wall has been built. I could put some more roboports. And that'll give us enough range. There. And now the construction bots can come and finish this off as they have time. Alright, so I'll drive back, and that way I'll leave my car parked at the mall when I'm not teleporting. Okay, yeah, we can see some bots starting to work their way over there. They've already placed a few more. Yeah, that'll take a bit to charge, and it's going to consume a lot of our production capacity while that happens. We've got plenty of biomethanol in the tank. Let's see how we're doing on pollution. All right, we're continuing to clean the pollution. All right, so the next step, now that I got the bot network, I should have included the, well, I was going to say I should have included the air purifiers in the wall, but I don't think I necessarily, I don't know. Do I want like one air purifier all along here? Maybe I should just have one air purifier on everywhere that I have one of these depots. We can set up the first couple of them, I suppose. Oh, no, I can't. I can't do it yet because I don't have requester chests yet. And I'm not going to get those until I research logistics system. Which is here, and I can't do that until I make utility tech cards, which require low density structures, research server I'm doing, and rocket fuel. All right, so let's add utility tech cards to our list. Whoops. We also need more iron ore. Because our iron patch is down to less than 200K. I don't think it's going to last much longer. So I need to start building rail and stuff for trains. Okay, rail takes stone and steel beams. And I have stone and steel over here, as it so happens. Thank goodness. And one of these days I'm going to need to build a bot-based mall. In fact, let's save... Let's save this for the bot-based mall. We'll put that there. Rather than tear all this up and rebuild it, I'd rather just build a fresh one over here and then take this down over time. Okay, but for now, I need to start making rail. Okay, so let's make iron beams, or steel beams rather. Okay, fine. That takes 2 seconds. And I'm not going to put any limit on how much I get. I need to speed this up. I didn't really give myself much room. Okay, here let's do it differently. I need 4 steel beams to feed a single rail machine. There we go. Okay. So this has to go to the bottom of the list. And then enriched ores. I think we should put that at the bottom of the list too. Or maybe we do that. Let's do enriched ores before we do utility tech cards. So we'll do the rail system first, and then the enriched ores. Let's see how our collector is doing. Okay, very nice. And let's see if we've got any kills on our laser turrets yet. Nope. Nope, not yet. Okay, so the way this will work, if you can see the ranges, it is kind of hard to see. Let me see if I can find a darker background. There we go. So if you can see the range of the laser turret, it kind of extends out right about to here. And then the flame turret is just inside that by about 2 tiles. I think it actually has the same range, 30 and 30. Yeah, they have the same range. So the laser turrets will engage first. Those are essentially free. I'm putting free in air quotes. They don't require any ammo other than power. So they will start striking first. And then as the biters move closer, the flame turrets will kick in. And then as they get even closer than that, much closer, then the gun turrets will kick in at the end if they get close enough to the wall. So that should help optimize our use of ammunition, and provide more and more firepower as they get closer and closer to the wall. I think it'll be a good tactic to employ. We'll see how it works over time, of course. What about here? Okay, we got a kill on this turret. All right. Yeah, so they're starting to fire here and there. It would be nice to see an attack so I could see how the graphics look and stuff. This this is trouble waiting to happen. Well, and I suppose I could continue. I suppose I could continue building the wall, of course, since the current wall has finished building. That might not complete since I have that dead spot right there. Let me copy that. And then I'll patch this one manually. I'm not sure if that's going to reach. Okay, I'll put the RoboPort right there. And then the laser turrets go there, 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 and there. Okay, and that I'm gonna have to extend that manually. Yeah, I need more batteries. Can fit a couple more machines here. I'm just going to steal some from here so I can make another RoboPort. And I'll put the other RoboPort over at the refinery. Okay, but anyway, you don't need to wait for that. I've been going for a long time already. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.